to talk about 10 books that I want to get to in 2018. I did this last year and I really enjoyed having like a list of books that I wanted to like read. Though I didn't end up finishing all the books on that list, I still had a lot of fun reading them, and I thought I would do the same thing this year. So this is part of like my reading goals for 2018. So if you want to check out all of my goals for this year, I'll put the video down in the description and up above. So I don't want this video to be too long, so I won't go into much detail about the books. I'll just list them and kind of explain why they're on this list. For this year, I have 10 books that I want to read, so let's just jump into them. And the first book that I want to read is The Last Wish by Andrzej Bukowski. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, but this book has been on my TBR for a while. My older sister got it for me for Christmas, and I really just want to start reading this book. And I know it's like based on a video game, so I have a new game console, so I really want to read it and then start playing the games. Also, Elliot Brooks from her BookTube channel, she's going to be doing a readathon of the Witcher series books, and the first one is starting in January, so I'm going to be participating in reading this one very soon. The next book that I want to read is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and another part of my goals this year was to read more classics, and this is a classic that I have not read yet, and I feel like this is a staple in the classic world, so I want to get to it. I know this is a chunker, and I absolutely love like this cloth bound version. I just want to get to it, and I think this one should be pretty good. I feel like a lot of people say that Jane Eyre is a very good classic to like start with, so I got to read this one. And the next book is Children of the New World by Alexander Weinstein, and this was also on my books I wanted to read in 2016 that I did not get to, so I want to do it this year. I want to read it. This is a short story collection. It's often described as like very similar to Black Mirror. It's just about technology and how that affects humans, so I don't know why I didn't end up reading it, but I definitely want to make it happen this year. And the next book is Scratch, and this is edited by Manjula Martin. It's a essay collection from a lot of different authors. You have Roxane Gay, Austin Kleon, Alexander Chee, and just Cheryl Strayed, so just a lot of like really famous writers, and they're all talking about the writing as a career. How did they make money doing it and all of that. One of my goals is to start writing more, and I'm always intrigued about how people do like out-of-the-box careers, and I think writing is still kind of considered an out-of-the-box career. So I want to read this one, and it'll go towards my nonfiction goal as well, so yeah. The next book is The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night by Jen Campbell. I wanted to get to this book in 2016, but I was unable to, so it definitely has to make it on this list because I definitely need to read this year. It is a short story collection, and if you're familiar with BookTube, you probably know Jen Campbell. She's an awesome author and BookTuber, and I just have to get to this book. And the next book is Beasts Made of Night by Tochi Onyebuchi. And this book sounds amazing. It's like a fantasy book, but it's also got a lot of like Nigerian mythology to it as well. And I picked this up pretty recently, and I really want to get to it. It's pretty short as well, so I think I could achieve this book in 2018 with no problem. The next book is The Interestings by Meg Woltzer. I found this book on BookTube, and I can't remember where, but it sounded so interesting. I picked it up from Half Price Books as soon as I saw it. It's a larger book, but that's also one of the things that I wanted to change this year, is to start reading those larger books that I have in my TBR. This one just sounds intriguing, so I want to get to it this year. The next book is American War by Armar El Akkad. And this book sounds also very interesting. I think it's about like a dystopian. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Exit West, but the world is a little bit more destroyed at this point, so we'll see. It sounds really cool, and I want to check it out as soon as possible. So the last two books were also books on my previous books I want to read video, and the first one is Bone Season. I want to read this book very soon. It's gotta happen. I want to check out this series. I have the first two books in the series, and I kind of want to start the series to determine whether or not I should buy the third book in the series. So yeah, this is definitely one I want to get to. And the last book is Arcadia by Ian Pierce. And this is a large book, but it's part of what I want to do. I want to start reading those big books, and I've heard so many great things about this book, and it's been like a favorite of a lot of the people that I trust on BookTube, so I know I have to get to it very soon, and I know I'm gonna enjoy it, but the idea of reading a book this long just feels very daunting to me at the moment. But putting it on this list will hopefully motivate me to finish it in 2018. So those are the 10 books that I want to read in 2018. I hope that I can get through more of these books than I did last year. My realistic goal would probably be to read 5 of them, but hopefully I can read all 10 of them. And these are books that I chose that I already had on my TBR, because one of my other goals is to kind of cut down my TBR. So there are definitely other books that are getting released in 2018 that I want to read. So they probably should go on this list as well. But these are the 10 that I definitely want to try to get to that I already have. So yeah. Let me know what books you want to get to in 2018. Have you read any of these books and recommend that I should start with any of them? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my videos if you want to see more bookish related content. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!